Top 10 athletes that got caught cheating in their sport. Is there anything spicier and more magnetic than a gigantic scandal in the sporting world of a superstar? Or may I say your favorite player getting caught cheating? Probably the greatest names in the brandishing scene have been pushed to the edge of a total collapse by demonstrated allegations of cheating. For everyone good approach to succeed, there are 12 different ways to cheat to get what you want as well. Nonetheless, over a millennia of game, in spite of the fact that we'll adhere to the latest 200 or something like that, these individuals take the cake for doing it messy. Eventually, cheating will be cheating. However, here is a ginormous sampler with a variety of flavors. While the journey seemed adventurous, full of adrenal rush, and an easier ticket to the gold medal or a cup, it always ended on a bad note and ending their career in the long run. But before we hop into the details, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. From doping to ball tampering, here's a list of 10 cheating athletes and what they were caught for. Number 10. Lance Armstrong, cycling. It's difficult to jot down a top 10 about sneaker sports stars and not beginning with Lance Armstrong. He was the hotshot of cycling, having defeated cancer to win an exceptional 7 Tour de France titles, meanwhile constantly rejecting that he had doped. He was an American legend, however, he was in for a major fall. In 2012, the USADA arrived at the resolution that Armstrong have been using performance-enhancing drugs regularly through his profession. The consequence of getting sneaky was Armstrong being deprived of each of the 7 Tour de France wins. And in addition to that, he even got a lifetime boycott. Any questions about his blame were removed when he broadly admitted on Oprah. Number 9. Fred Lours, marathon. Following up, we got a name you probably would not have heard of before. Be that as it may, his history that originates from the 1904 Olympics in the St. Louis is a noteworthy one. Lours was a participant in a long-distance race and figured out how to be first home, winning the gold medal and having a photo with Alice Roosevelt. However, here is a quick twist to the story. Lours didn't run an especially reasonably fair race. Indeed, he didn't run at all for a whole 11 miles, as he was rather conveyed along the course in a vehicle. It may appear glaringly evident today, yet the word spread after he won the race and went away with a gold medal. He was obviously later excluded and the race was granted to Thomas Hicks. Number 8. Ben Johnson, athletics. Canada's Bess Johnson is most probably the most renowned cheater ever, as he cheated to win the blue ribbon event of sports, the Olympics 100-meter title. His run in the 1988 Olympic finale in Seoul bewildered the world, taking up almost half a second from the world record as he handily rushed to triumph. It didn't take long for the competition to get immersed in controversial discussion, however. It was uncovered that one of his samples contained stanosolol, a restricted anabolic steroid. He was banned for a very long time and the medal went to Carl Lewis. Even though Johnson returned, yet the man was restricted for life in 1993, subsequent to testing positive once more. Number 7. Tom Brady, NFL. Tom Brady is an all-American man and a symbol to a large number of New England's Patriot fans around the planet. There was, however, a contention concerning the 2014-15 AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts, a game the Patriots would win 45-7. The major controversy encompassed the balls utilized, which Brady requested be somewhat deflated to acquire a benefit. In this controversy, Brady was fined a huge $1 million and even more. He was prohibited to be a part of the team for 4 games. While Brady is as yet viewed as the GOAT by many, the outrage absolutely put a marked detriment for his name. Number 6. Boris Anashenko, fencing. Boris Anashenko was a participant in the advanced pentathlon at the 1976 Olympics in Montreal. He was one of the top choices for the occasion, having won a silver medal in the past Olympics. Before the end of the competition, he was shamed publicly because of cheating in the fencing discipline. In any case, how did he respond? All things considered, he associated a gadget to his A-Pay, which permitted him to just press a catch and add a hit to his aggregate. Thus, he didn't need to connect to get a hit. His arrangement was exposed when the British group saw he was getting veritable hits. Also, after an examination, he was precluded. Number 5. Sylvester Carmouche, horse racing. Sylvester Carmouche's story is maybe the most glaring illustration of undermining this rundown, and it is nothing unexpected to find that he was caught practically immediately. It happened at the Delta Down circuit in Louisiana. On what was a hazy day, Carmouche would frolic to triumph by 24 lengths, yet something wasn't right. Large numbers of the riders said that they'd never seen Carmouche pass them during the race, and soon the genuine story came to be known. Covered up by the mist, Carmouche had already stopped close to the beginning, and afterward he rejoined the race once he heard them coming around once more. For cheating, he was given a 10-year boycott. Number 4. Hansie Cronje, cricket. Next, let's move on to the universe of cricket. Hansie Cronje was a tremendous name in South Africa as the captain of their national team and extraordinary compared to other batsmen in the game. However, his standing was obliterated in 1999 when he was recorded giving to fixed matches as a trade-off for cash after the account, which additionally embroiled 3 different players, became visible. Cronje was restricted from playing cricket forever. Regardless of this, he was as yet voted by the public for being 11th most prominent South African in 2001. Cronje heartbreakingly passed on in a plane accident a year later, matured only 32. Tonya Harding, figure skating. Tonya Harding's story is without question the most genuine on this rundown, as it's the one in particular that prompted the injury of an opponent. Going into the 1994 US Figure Skating Championships, Harding's fundamental rival was Nancy Kerrigan. Kerrigan nonetheless was assaulted after a training meeting, constraining her to pull out. It worked out that the assault was arranged by Harding, in spite of the fact that she denies it, alongside 3 others, including Shane Stent, the one who compelled the assault. Harding was condemned to 3 years of probation, 500 hours of local area administration, and given a gigantic fine. She was restricted from the USFSA events forever. Number 2. Diego Maradona, soccer. This section is just one on the rundown that didn't see the competitor being referred to rebuffed despite the fact that there is confirmation. Video proof demonstrate that Diego Maradona certainly defied the guidelines in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal against England. However, he did likewise score one of the best World Cup objectives at any point found in the match as well. During the match, Maradona tested for a header close to the objective, however rather coordinated the ball into the net, obviously utilizing his hand, something the ref neglected to spot. After the match, Maradona said it was the hand of God. Obviously, this didn't go down excessively well with England allies. Number 1. Barry Bonds, baseball. Barry Bonds was perhaps the greatest star in baseball. However, he got trapped in potentially the greatest steroids outrage to at any point hit sport. This came after Bonds had broken the record for the most Grand Slams scored by any player, a record that actually remains, regardless of him being found to have utilized medications. Alongside other significant names like Mark McGwire and Sam Sosa, he was found to have utilized steroids to upgrade his exhibition. Some actually guarantee that Bonds is probably the best player ever, while others presently dismiss him because of his utilization of execution performance-enhancing drugs. These were the top 10 athletes that got caught cheating in their sport. After all, we are merely humans and go for the forbidden fruit, no matter how heavy the price is. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments box below. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos.